even though your capacity to hold, grow, and manage your money is bigger and increasing every day, there are chances that you would tend to lose a bigger portion which is supposed to come to your life. And why? Because this example of two boys, which I started from my last live, and where I talked about how these two boys came together and both were given and served single pie of the cake, pieces of cake. This is from this.
Many of you have the high energy, raise your hand, guys.
Those kids, I was watching those kids, okay, when I was observing, as I shared in my last video, these two kids were exchanging the pie. The younger one was asking for the one, and the elder one first offered the one which was about to finish, and then he was planning to give the second, the larger portion of the piece of the cake pie. I believe, why did not this younger boy took the bigger portion? In fact, he refused to take that. First, when he was offered and asked to finish that, based on his assumption, I believe that he was assuming that he is only being offered the tiniest piece of the cake pie, and that's the reason his ego boosted up. Now listen very carefully. It was the assumption that gives a direction to the ego, and that's the reason the refusal came in between. So even though if you're, that's what I believe that your capacity to hold and continue to sustain and manage your money is growing bigger. However, if you are not able to get, despite all this, the bigger portion of the one for which your potential is very high, you are losing that. Now let me repeat that. Even though your capacity to hold, grow, and manage your money is bigger and increasing every day, there are chances that you would tend to lose a bigger portion which is supposed to come to your life. And why? Because this example of two boys, which I started from my last live, and where I talked about how these two boys came together and both were given and served single pie of the cake, pieces of cake. One person consumed it, second one was still having, and while he was having, he was offered the another one, and thereby he had too big a portion in his plate. One was about to get finished, another one is still remaining. And the younger one, when he finished his one, he asked the elder one to give him the bigger portion of the pie, and he simply offered his plate. And when he offered his plate, his entire focus the younger's focus one was on the tiniest portion of the finishing pie, and then he assumed that I am being offered the smaller portion of the cake, and that's the reason when the bigger one now came, so he said that I am not going to take it from you. Why? Because the assumption was backing the ego, and thereby he went into very sympathetic and attentive mode, that he was looking for the attention. The guy, the younger boy, was looking for more pampering, and so that he will be offered more bigger portion of the cake. So what was the learning over here? So learning over here is that it might happen anytime in the life that life is offering you the bigger chunk. And before giving you the bigger chunk, he tests you with the smaller chunk. And the medium could be anyone. It is not necessary through whom you are willing to transact. Even that person will only come and fulfill your desire and fulfill your need. But also there is a possibility that it will be given and passed to you through different medium. And when you refuse to take that, I am going to receive it from the source itself, and from the person to whom I am looking for, you are not going to get it. As it is said that I continue to listen to, one of the wonderful audio which call it strangest secret. There, Earl Nightingale says that it is not that money will come to you from the one source only. So continue to serve, okay, and you will find that money is following. So in the similar manner, this example which I am sharing, that I believe is helping you to understand that not only that ego comes in between when you start assuming it, thereby you lose as well when you are trying to attract something. So this is a very clear cut message, and this is a very clear cut example that one can deny and go into denial even though abundance is about to trigger in your life. And I believe this is very, very important to explore it further. And I believe this is for mankind to explore and understand how they can launch the trigger of abundance in their life. If you are able to connect with it, because I was there when I was there observing this entire story, which I just now narrated in front of you. And here I am completing it. And when it started, narration when it started from the last live. And just now I am completing it because I was watching there. And because I was watching there and I decoded. And when I decoded that, that's when I believed that this is what exactly is helping and or preventing others to, trigger the launch of abundance in their life. So this was very much clear message, and that's why I believe this is the need of our, and that's why I believe this is for everyone who is looking to trigger abundance in their life. And that's the reason the link in this video says that, abundance trigger launchpad. If you are able to connect at any point of time, I would love to invite you just for free. Everything is on me, okay? Everything is on me, and its value is around 1499. But because everything is on me, only for you, you can hop inside and tune in with me on Sunday 9 p.m. I believe I am going to add a lot of value and can give one thing at least, and you will go away with at least one thing which you will start applying. I believe that is going to be a big value add in your life. So remember, this abundance trigger launchpad is a big game, because that is not only coming through 18 years of experiences by watching these small, example where I was witnessing these two boys. Likewise, many things has happened. 18 years of research as well as such observation accumulated together, and helping people today to evolve further. And as I shared, as I am inviting that everything is on me, I would love to see you inside on Sunday 9 p.m. with Abundance Triggers Launchpad. And as I said, I believe this is going to be a huge value add to your life. Okay, so now go back and listen to the story of these two boys, how I believe that it was assumption backed by ego, and thereby the loss happened. Okay, so and when it started to connect the dot, you must go to previous live, and from there the story started. Here just now I ended with a lot of learning. I believe is going to be a lot of value add and service in your presence. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. If you think this is a wonderful share, please tag someone into the comment. If you believe this is something worth sharing to someone that you believe, please share this with those loved ones. If you believe that is going to bring lot of help to many people, I would say that share this in your feed as well. So this was worth watching. I'm sure that you are going back, I believe, with a lot of wow and lot of aha moment in just shortest life where I was connecting and talking to you. Now, in case you missed it, listening to the story of these two boys, go back, start from the previous live, connect over here, and go ahead that what did prevent to bring the abundance in the younger boy's life. So this is what I just wanted to convey, and thereby that how this launch pad is going to help not only the launch pad of the boy, how he refused to access. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Love, light, and blessing, and thank you so much. You are doing amazing. Continue to learn. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Talk to you soon.